Hello world, Zinger Nation. Welcome to another episode of Late Night Building at Benzinga. My name is John, and today we are going to go over the current progress of our Chrome extension for curating trade ideas and earning Zing. If you have not signed up to earn your claim your first 1,000 Zing, we launched the Zing token about 13 days ago, Friday, June 18th. And since then, you've been able to claim 1,000 Zing for entering your email at benzinga.com/Zing. So definitely go there and claim your Zing if you have not yet. I will throw that in the chat and pin it up there for you guys to see. So go here and make your claim. We're giving away 1,000 Zing to everyone who enters their email. And just for clarity, this is a centralized holding of Zing for the current time being. You can see the 1 billion Zing sitting here in my MetaMask wallet. When I minted this, I had 1 ETH. It was about 0.0284 ETH to mint the billion Zing. And so now we have 1 billion Zing sitting in my MetaMask wallet. We do plan on distributing that, airdropping it to people who claim Zing and earn Zing in due time. But first, we're going to build additional ways to earn Zing, and we're going to demo one of those ways today with our Chrome extension that we've been working on building to curate great trade ideas in the crypto and stock world for our audience, Zinger Nation, to be able to coordinate around and share information to make great trades or great buys. I don't think it's necessarily just trade ideas. I think it's good, information and research for investing ideas as well. So we actually kind of rebranded the Chrome extensions to just ideas rather than trade ideas, although it is feeding our trade idea page. So let me get 1 second. Remove this cannabis hour branding. I'm not like a pro streamer yet, so I gotta get with it and figure out how to do some of this stuff. Okay, let's remove that. Okay, and then let me go over to BZ Crypto. Let me get like a cool background for crypto. Okay, cool. Actually, this one's better. Blockchain. All right, let me add to my stream. So, oh, there we go. See, I'm not the greatest streamer. Okay, join Zinger Nation right there. Benzinga.com/Zing. Go here. You can follow along. We've been doing this if you haven't been following along yet. So we have 1 billion initial supply. Let me redo some of this stuff because, All right, so 1 billion initial supply. Claim your Zing here. Zinger member award, 1,000. You can follow along. Brian and I here in the first episode, we're working through the details of an ERC20 smart contract with, he made the Moot or Bust token on the Binance Smart Chain. So we discussed how we launch our own token on the Ethereum network. Here we deployed it to the Rinkeby test network. And then on June 18th, we launched it to the Ethereum mainnet. And then let me show you again on my MetaMask because it wasn't showing my screen. There's that ETH, and we had 1 ETH, and now I minted 1 billion Zing that's centrally held in my wallet. And again, we will be working to drop that to people who earn Zing in due time. Please ask any questions in the chat. Happy to answer them. Engage with people. Let me bring up that chat again. All right, Rodrigo, you can't buy Zing. You have to earn it. Thanks, Alan. We're giving away Zing. It's free with earning. You got to earn it. We are giving away free Zing. You go here, 1,000 Zing, you get 1,000 Zing free. If you were lucky enough to be a part of the pre-launch, we were giving away 10,000 Zing. Since the launch, we are only giving away 1,000 Zing for entering your email here. And there'll be plenty of additional ways to earn Zing. Starting from the launch, I have to still aggregate the totals, but we are giving away, I think, I said 100 Zing. I'm still going to figure out the right reward schedule. I did do some tokenomics before we launched this, but this is an ongoing project, and we want to make sure everyone can, equally get the adequate amount of Zing for their efforts. Everyone gets 1,000 Zing for free now for just entering the email. Pretty simple. But if you're putting in a lot of effort to curate trade ideas, to write articles, to contribute to .com, or if you're a staff here at Benzinga publishing content on a daily basis, you're going to be earning Zing. And there's all different types of people here at Benzinga who we're going to give away Zing, hosting our shows, building cool products, just creating content in general. So and you can go here to our roadmap to see a little bit about how we're giving away Zing. So that pre-launch, so read articles, tipping authors, that's something that we're going to add, probably starting in our mobile app, and then finalizing account setup rewards. We'll give you a little extra Zing if you finalize creation of your account, not just entering your email. Downloading the mobile app, I'm not sure about this Chrome extension download reward. I could probably we could actually pull it off. Those are probably smaller rewards, but just simpler rewards. You're doing those actions. And then this is the big one that we're focusing on now: content creator rewards for creating a trade idea, authors creating articles and contributing articles, and then we have a subscription loyalty reward if you're a subscription to our products. Hopefully that described Zing pretty well. NASCAR all out. If you missed any of that, just rewind a little. If you have any specific questions, more than happy to answer them. All right, so I wanted to demo today, which is in the title of this stream, how to use the Benzinga Chrome extension. Let me pull that up. So the Crypto Lark here, I've watched a decent amount of his videos. He does pretty good research on various projects. He actually convinced me to do a little bit more research into Polygon, and I made a pretty good investment of that when it was at like 40 cents. So that was a pretty good buy. I think it's at, let's see, what is it at now? It was all over the place. Polygon, still pretty low on the market cap up here. I definitely want to do a deep dive into Polygon. I think it's pretty cool tech. So it's at $1.09. So definitely had a nice return on that. It was up to 280, and I did exit my initial position at $1.97. So that was a pretty nice return. And now I'm playing with the house's money, so it's a pretty good return. So anyway, before I get too off subject, Crypto Lark on June 29th created this video, top 4 crypto coins for huge gains in July 2021. So what we're looking to do for this Chrome extension, there's a bunch of people like Lark creating good content, doing research, talking about news, just giving insights into, in their opinion, of how cryptocurrencies will perform. Sometimes there's, they repeat talking about the same project, so it's nice to get updates on their new opinion based on new news that are coming out for the project, or if they have a new crypto. That's always, a nice thing to be aware of. And you might not be able to catch every one of Lark's videos, so you might miss that new crypto that he's talking about. So basically, we're looking for a simple way to curate ideas from content that these various YouTubers are creating online, including Benzinga. So that's a big thing too. I mean, I'm going to show you how we curate off of someone else, but definitely, I mean, obviously you guys are subscribed to our channel likely, because if you haven't, definitely subscribe to our channel. We create trade ideas all day. Power Hour is full of trade ideas, but you can see trade ideas all day. If you go over here to our trade ideas page, where this Chrome extension is feeding our trade ideas into, you can see this one came from Twitter. We have one here, so Power Hour guest interview, another fan favorite today in Power Hour. We have Rips here joining us discussing markets and trades. So you can see here, it's for the, I guess it would be for, I don't know if this is a shitty for the Q. Let's go to Roblox. This is a definitive. So Power Hour guest, returning again as a guest, Frank Carrizo. Today he discussed CFO, Roblox, and AMD. Looks like I got to get like multi-select on here, because we want to like tag all of these. So we're improving the product here. That's part of what the show is. We're going to find ways to improve the product. And then so you can view all these ideas that we have going on. So you can scroll through all of them. And then here's one. Go right here to the video. And I don't think you'll be able to hear this. But see, it goes right to that segment in Power Hour at 4:04, covering Frank's discussion on these various tickers. So it's a nice way to just, if you're browsing Roblox, eventually we're going to have this in our Roblox quotes page. So if you're looking at Roblox over here and on our quotes page, we'll have a trade idea feed in here, so you can see various people talking about the stock. So you'll have some video content alongside this news content. And we'll have additional ways to browse trade ideas. But that's where we're currently at. And I want to show you how this is aggregated. So while you're using this Chrome extension, so I was looking through here what Lark's talking about. 4 coins for July. Bitcoin, of course. I really am bullish on Bitcoin. I think a lot of conversations around which is going to do better, Bitcoin or Ethereum. I really do think Bitcoin's little bit underestimated of what's possible here in the coming months, but we'll see. Ethereum obviously is a big one. So if you're watching this, like, so I mean, if you're casually watching this, the idea is we're looking for people who are casual to start. We're looking for people who are casual consumers of YouTube content. So if you are browsing, videos like Lark or videos like our obviously Benzinga shows that we have, and you're watching it, you find something that's worth sharing, you can earn Zing for curating that idea, we'll call it. So let's say you're watching this and you're really excited about Polygon. Looks like I, of course, click something to make this ad come up. All right, thanks, Emo. All right, so Polygon. Let's see. I'm a bit curious what he has to say on this. I guess this isn't that long ago. It's only 2 days ago. Let's see what he has to say. So the idea is, so I'm watching this. Polygon comes up. Maybe I listen to like 10 seconds of it. I'm like, okay, well, that's going to be good idea to share with the Zinger Nation. So there's controls up here. Let me mute this so I can hear myself talking. All right, so we're listening to Lark talk about Polygon. I'm playing along in this video. We got this nice little time control thing. So I click the little Benzinga Chrome extension, and then I can just like quickly back up 5 seconds and try to get to the beginning of him talking about Polygon. I set the timestamp so that grabs it at 10:13. I can continue listening to the idea. So I could say here, let's first select the asset. So let's go Polygon. Actually, Matic is the ticker. That should show up. Let's make sure it shows up. Polygon. Yep, Matic USD. So we'll select that. Position. I'm sure Lark is continuing to be long this. That's why it says for huge gains. And then crypto Lark. Oh, I don't have crypto Lark on here yet. So let's create a new trader. Lark Davis. Crypto Lark. Create trader. Great, automatically save there. Still has the initial timestamp, so I'd be listening along here. Let me actually hear what he has to say. I want to actually add some real content here. Let me play this along. See what he has to say. I didn't see this video. So he said he took profits at $1.15. Yeah, you got a hodl. All right, so curating this idea. So Lark is still bullish on Matic as ETH USD, or Lark is still bullish on Matic USD because, or as, wait a minute, I'm very bad at talking. It's hard to do video and write stuff. Okay, Lark is bullish on Matic basically because of the fees. So I mean so if you're not familiar with Matic, Matic is a layer 2 scaling solution that provides, well, technically, I don't know if there's debate on what technically is a layer 2, which to me is kind of silly, but it's basically a scaling solution for Ethereum. You can bridge your assets over to this sidechain, we'll call it. Yep, Alan, I'm aware you couldn't hear. I figured you couldn't. I'm not sure exactly how to stream that through. But basically what he said is he's bullish on Matic because, you know, even though despite Ethereum fees are being low at the moment, let me write that, despite ETH USD fees are low at the moment, as the bull market returns, fees will rise. So basically, that's his update. And so we're going to post that idea. Trade idea posted successfully. So now if I go over here to the trade ideas, scroll up to the top right there. Long Matic USD. Eventually we'll have some like highlighting of this, and eventually we'll have like a thumbnail too. So that's pretty much it. And so yeah, so we're looking for people to help basically help curate that. And so we'll have a reward for curating this. And so while you're browsing the interwebs, basically curating various ideas and sharing it, we're gonna add, you know, it's gonna feed into this feed. And then there's a few different bugs we gotta work through. This is still not working. We gotta fix that. And then this should work. Yeah, again, you know, you come to these quote pages and we'll bring in trade ideas here. And then we can even have subscriptions. And then we'll also bring this into our mobile app as well. We'll have trade ideas feeding into our mobile app. So that's basically what we're looking for. Anyone have any questions? Feel free to hit the chat. Let's see, what else was I going to do? So you can click over and view other individuals. There's a lot of room for improvement on this interface, of course. So we're going to work through improvements here, whether it be aggregating by a lot of these. So that's the thing. A lot of these, you know, is our commentary opinions. Some of it's technical analysis, or some of it's based on technical analysis. Some of it has fundamental data. So we'll look into additional ways to basically aggregate these so you can browse through them in different ways. So here, you know, this one's technical. So this one has some technical reasons why, you know, being long FTNT. So if you're into technicals, you can look for technical opportunities, maybe use it as a learning experience to understand some different technical analysis. So yeah, so that's basically the Chrome extension in a nutshell. Let's see. I did want to, and so the other thing too, we did add a new feature to this. So let's say we're going to be working on adding a Twitter integration. So if you're browsing Twitter, you will be able to add, like, you're following various, you know, various stock type Twitter people will have a button to share this as a trade idea, which you can earn Zing through that way. And so it'll automatically include this tweet into this trading portal, and then it'll post it to our site. So that'll be added. That's being worked on, I believe now. It should be being worked on now. We talked about it. I got to follow up with the developers helping me build this. And we also added a new feature. Let's see if this works. So if I want to go over to Polygon's website, so let's see here. So if you're doing research, you know, you're doing research online, you might be looking at various PDFs, various websites. Here, you know, this is the Plasma Bridge. This is basically, yeah, a set of contracts that help move assets from the main chain, which is the root chain, which is Ethereum, to the child chain, which is Polygon. There's two types of bridges. There are primarily two bridges to move assets from between Ethereum and Matic. First one is a Plasma Bridge. Second is a proof of stake bridge. I didn't actually know that. Plasma Bridge provides increased security guarantees due to the Plasma exit mechanism. So yeah, you could. I mean, basically, what this provides you is an opportunity to curate yourself. Let me make sure this is a new feature that we added. So let's see if this actually works. So I'm going to say Polygon. post center myself. Yeah, we're gonna have to update this because if you're posting on other websites, you're obviously not curating other people's trade ideas necessarily. I guess it's from our, well, yeah, we're gonna put it under your name. We'll figure out. This is a product we're working on. We'll figure out how we curate from other sites. But basically, we want to curate research essentially to make it easy for people to dive into various projects. They don't have to necessarily do it all their own, and they can collaborate through commenting on our trade ideas. Let's see. So returning to this, plasma bridge is going to provide the plasma bridge technology is revolutionary. It actually is revolutionary. I believe it was kind of first suggested by Vitalik, and these guys went and worked on it. So that's the thing too, is like we're gonna try to like curate information, like I'm saying these things. Hopefully we can find a way to curate information on a project so you can kind of like almost like a wiki on a project. I don't know, we're gonna figure this out, but we're gonna try to basically provide really good research tools for people to just quickly dive into a project, understand why it's different. Like I'm very interested in Solana, for example. If we found somebody out there would like curate a lot of good information on Solana and put it into our trading tools, and we find a way to aggregate it based on this tag. We can browse through that content, get a good idea of like why so many other people are bullish on it, and understand, you know, where it sits in the market versus Polygon, which is also, I mean, I know Solana is a different layer one, and there's different projects on it. So I guess just like curating all the information to make it easy to do the research. I might be more interested in investing in that project to see it as like an opportunity. I could throw a small amount in there, but I mean, when I first heard of this from Polygon, from the crypto lark, I put a little bit in, like less than a 1% of my portfolio into Polygon, because, you know, I can hear him, and then I went and did my research. I looked into what Matic is through their website, got a really good understanding of it a little bit more. And then once I actually had all the information, I was able to put a lot larger allocation of my portfolio into Polygon and made some pretty nice returns by doing so. So basically, I just want to make it easy for zingers to consume research by curating it and making it easy just to consume. So that's the goal. That's basically one of the goals of this project, or is the goal of this project. All right, this trade idea project. All right, so the plasma bridge technology is revolutionary and will help scale DeFi protocols. So basically what it allows you to do is allows you to bridge over your assets. That's probably what I should really do. Plasma bridge technology is revolutionary and would help scale DeFi protocols, as it allows ERC20 assets to be bridged to the Polygon sidechain, allowing for scale, or enabling drastically cheaper transactions. So I believe it's like 100 times less transaction cost. It might not be that low now, considering the Ethereum fees have gone down quite a bit. But I know it's basically nothing. And there's actually even like ways to get free Matic. That's like enough Matic to make your transactions free. Well, we can, do that's actually part of this. We'll find different ways to, like, that's especially with crypto. Crypto is an interesting thing where, we can show you the technology. I mean, you can do it with like different companies too. I guess if you're like looking at like different products. So if you're talking about Apple, like you might like share like, oh, I'm bullish Apple because, this various products coming out, and so you'd curate some information. And we cover obviously a lot of this stuff on Benzinga.com. So we'll figure out ways to feed our own content into this trade idea feed. We'll figure that out. Maybe like a little bit more like bite-size trade idea. But this is gonna from our authors, that is. But this is a way for users to quickly submit, and readers of our content to quickly submit, and then earn some Zing for spending the effort to share their idea, or share the idea curated from somebody on YouTube. And we'll add, like right now, you see it didn't say my name that I curated on that idea, but we're gonna add like here it'll be like, shared by John, because we want to we're going to give you the attribution. We'll figure out the right terminology of it. But basically, we want to reward people, so you can click and see, okay, this person's curating these ideas. You can get an idea, and then make it pretty transparent, and then you can see how much Zing they've earned from curating trade ideas. All right, so let's finish this off. So the Positive Bridge Technology Revolution will help scale DeFi protocols as it allows ERC20 assets to be bridged to the Polygon sidechain, thus allowing users to take advantage of drastically cheaper transaction fees for swapping their assets. So if you're not familiar with it, if Uniswap, I don't think Uniswap, that would be a big one. If Uniswap, that would be huge news. If Uniswap went and made their, I don't think they, have the Polygon network connection yet. I think it's just ETH. But if I know like SushiSwap, I'm gonna go to SushiSwap. So SushiSwap, I know, is on Polygon. So basically what it allows you to do, so this is like using the Polygon network. I'll show you. So here's Ethereum network, so I can connect to Polygon. You can see here's the changes to network settings, hit approve, switch network. I don't actually have any assets in this wallet on Polygon, but now I'm on the Polygon network. So now I can, trade basic attention token for, let's actually look at the fees. I'm very curious. Otis. There's no liquidity, I'm not surprised. All right, so let's do something that obviously would have liquidity. Really? This isn't bullish news. This would be other really interesting trade ideas. If you're going through different data points, so we can aggregate data points for these various protocols. All right, let me see. Polygon subgraph creates high loads, APY display lagging fees. So let's look at this pairs they have. I'm really bullish the graph as well. All right. Wait, is this yield farms? What am I doing? Actually, I haven't used SushiSwap yet. SushiSwap. Swap Matic to okay. Okay, there we go. So if I wanted to swap, let's see what the fees would be. So 59 liquidity provider fee. So the interesting thing is, there's really cheap transactions, but you're still paying liquidity fees. So of the people paying, so 0.25%, right? Thanks, Michael. So the liquidity fees, so you're paying 0.25%. That's why this is like 59.91. So you're paying $60. So 10,000, like, so 10,000 Matic. This is 12. This is roughly at the current price, $11,000. So you're worth of Matic. So if you wanted to swap $11,000 worth of Matic to Aave, you're going to pay, I mean, so there's two costs you pay when you make a transaction. There's the cost of the network fee, and then there's the cost of the liquidity provider. So because people actually put up these assets to allow you to trade between the two, and they collect a fee for putting up those assets. And so that's what this liquidity provider fee. So you're paying 0.25% for the ability to trade between these two assets through this platform, which is actually cheaper for 10,000. I think, let's go to Coinbase. I think depending on how much you're trading, well, that's Benzinga Pro. Definitely check out Benzinga Pro. Let's look at the fees. Oops. Okay, yeah, so even up to 10,000, so it just dropped to 0.325. So it's cheaper to trade. You're paying less fees, 10 basis points or 100 basis points, I think is the right actual answer to trade. If you're even doing less, let's do something that's a little bit less and we'll see. I think it's the same. I think it doesn't matter what you trade. Yeah, it's the same. So it's you pay a lot less fees by swapping on Uniswap. You do pay fees to swap to put, because you got to actually bridge your assets, and so you're paying the Ethereum network fees to bridge your assets. But once you're on Polygon, then you can do a lot cheaper transactions. And when the fees were high on Ethereum, when everyone and their mother was trading, people were paying $650 to swap. So that's a lot of money to swap, and that was just in the network fees. That wasn't even necessarily in the fees. And so that's a lot of money to pay to swap to your assets. And so Polygon's allowing scaling. So let me just finish this trade idea. There was a lot there, and if you really want to go all out, like, and do a whole lot of research, like, I think there is, like, we'll see how this grows. We'd like to reward people, and again, like, eventually we'll list this, so we'll see. Eventually it might have value, we'll see. But it's a fun way to curate and share, and we're looking to build communities to basically just share ideas that we can make smart and knowledgeable investing and trading decisions around. All right, so let me finish this. The Plasma Bridge technology is revolutionary and will help scale DeFi protocols, as it allows ERC20 assets to be bridged to Polygon sidechain, thus allowing users to take advantage of drastically cheaper transaction fees for swapping their assets on platforms like SushiSwap, Money Sushi USD. All right, so that's pretty. I mean, if you're new to the market, if you're new to the crypto market, and you're looking for different investments, like, this might be like a little bit over your head, but if you're really interested in things, and hopefully we'll find, like, ways to, like, I don't know, there's levels to good ideas. If you, like, put a lot of work into a good idea, we're going to add that tip for Zing, and then we'll see how people engage. But we're going to really encourage people to tip people in Zing for sharing good ideas. All right, and so let's post this idea. Let's see if that worked correctly. Me too, Savage. All right, cool. Look, that worked. So now you can see here. So Plasma Bridge technology is revolutionary and will scale DeFi protocols. This allows ERC20 assets to be bridged on the Polygon sidechain. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. And then it adds that link automatically. So I mean, it's, like, simple, but it saves you a little step. And then we'll probably, the nice thing is what this extension will do. So let's say this is like an idea of one of the things that we'll be building, or could be building, and we'll hopefully likely be building. We'll see how this grows. But so when you grab this, we'll add this metadata. So this idea has this URL in it. And so if you were on this website and you click this, we could easily pull up some ideas from this page and maybe then all of a sudden you can start commenting on it. So like if you were here and you wanted to see, oh, what does this other trader say about this, plasma bridge, you click this, and then, it'll show, essentially allow you to get to this without actually searching for it. And maybe you can add a comment and reach out to me about, my thoughts on it. And we can just like have a conversation around the plasma bridge. And so you can ask your questions and connect with somebody to help understand and make an educated trading idea or investment decision. Not a financial advisor, by the way. All right, cool. So yeah, a lot of opportunity here to grow this. We're looking for people to help. I know Alan's definitely looking to help. We'll see how we get him onboarded. We got a number of other people looking to help curate ideas. Reach out to me at john@benzinga.com. Let me throw that in the chat. If you're interested in curating trade ideas, and we can have a conversation. If not, hopefully this video is pretty self-explanatory. We'll probably add a review process. That's actually something I was going to finish doing. And the review process is not meant to like, deny people from doing things. It's just meant to really force me to see what ideas are coming through, and then we could have conversations with people just to, get an aligned community on how we want to go about curating these trade ideas. And I'll probably offer some potential like opportunities to earn additional Zing too as we go through this for people who are engaged. So yeah, with that, if anyone has any questions, hit the chat. I am going to quickly do a few things. This looks like we got a few more claims. Let me close out all these tabs. And you can sign up to, you don't have to necessarily just curate other people's ideas. You can, this menu bar got all messed up. You can create your own ideas. You can come straight to here, post, comment. I mean, I did obviously my own idea here, so that I think I selected myself, which is kind of weird. We'll update the plugin to work the correct way, where it just uses the user I am rather than having me select something on a random website that I'm on, because obviously it's my idea or my contribution, my content that I created, rather than curating somebody else's idea. And yeah, let's add that too. Let's see. Let me see if I can boot this up. Maybe we can add that. I did want to do one more thing. We'll do one more thing. We got to build something. We can't just sit here and talk about products. We got to build something. So one thing I wanted to do is this should be connected to. So let's go back to that YouTube video. This should be connected to my builder over here. And so here's our Chrome extension. And I have it running. That. So I wanted to add 30 seconds here. Let's see if we can do that. I'll get a little bit more. I even want to do longer too. We'll get people's feedback. I'm going to do 30 seconds and 60 seconds. Eventually we'll add. Yeah, we'll figure out how to do that, Alan. That's something we need to work through. Let's see. So this should just add it. I'm going to have to do some. It's compiling. I wanted to mess around with this layout too. All right, so let's see how we can do this. think it's probably better if we just like throw the, let's see if we throw this below. Let's see here. So this is flex call, flex row, current time, time center. Oh, this whole thing's the time controls. Let's back out of the time controls. And let's go over to the main section. Which should be, I haven't reviewed this code as much as I should. There it is, imported. Time controls. Full. This thing should be its own component. All right, so we got that box. Starter box here. Okay, that is all the idea. It's a lot easier to have smaller components because then you can just like look, you can easily move around individual components. All right, here's the button. So I think we need to at least wrap this in a box. And I want to make this, I want to see what this looks like at the bottom. We gotta do width, full, post. I wish this whole thing was a component. Let me see if I can just make this a component real quick. What is the actions on here? Handle logout. Handle submit trade idea. Handle ticker select. Yeah, I'm going to review this code a bit more, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm just going to hack it. This is kind of a MVP protocol, MVP type product. We do have a lot of like really good tech that we're working on to like organize all this stuff to make it really easy to iterate, and for people to understand too. It's like a little bit to dive into to get a good idea of the layout of the land for various products when you're not like doing it consistently among developers. All right, so let's see here. Let's see. Ticker select. We got to make sure people want to use it first. I don't know why. That's the wrong thing, I think. Okay, so that's all of it. Seems like there's like way more boxes here than there needs to be. That's the thing. All right. basically what I'm looking to do is just lay this out a little bit better. Because I wanted to add 60 seconds, but I wanted to also make it a little, it's actually really not that bad, but it doesn't work with the 60 seconds. What is in here? Let's just see what it looks like with 30 seconds and we'll start there. Yes, it's not going to work. It's designed to be, I like the reverse engineer, makes it easier. All right. So PX2. I don't understand the switch here. View white, border gray, 300. Border, I think it's just based on the components below it. That's why I want to make it width full. There's a better way to do this. There's like better grid systems. This is like, I'm gonna have to like read this code and understand it and then refactor it to make it a little bit more malleable. So I'm not gonna get caught up in that. What I'm gonna do instead, because it's my code and it'll be easier for me to finish, is, you know what, actually, let's do this. Let's make it, I think the 5. I mean, we'll get some user feedback to see if we want to change this. This is just my opinion. We do have one guy who's slowly becoming a power user of this, and he's been giving us really good feedback. So we're gonna continue to let users who are actually power users of it to give feedback rather than let my opinion of it. I haven't been a full power user of it yet. I've been beginning to use it more, but I'm gonna become a more power user when it's easy to use. I've been doing most of the like, you know, product like ideation and organization in terms of like what feature sets we move on to next, like this Twitter thing, as well as adding the new pages so you can post from any page on the internet, and just kind of managing the product workflow. All right, so let's see here. Let's go to where I was working on. We're going to go to this approval process. So we're going to add I go over, I need to open a new window. Staging. All right, and here I have you see, I work on so many different things. I like forget where I'm at. Trade idea controller, no trade idea. So yes, yeah, I added reviewer ID, reviewed at reviewer ID, status. I don't know if I added it in here yet. No, I did that. No, it's done it. All right, so position stored. Here's where it comes through. Trade ideas comes through. It's a resource, so it's going to hit this store when it's posted up. Requires ticker. So if ticker is, this is one of the things I wanted to do. I wanted to make this not required. So we're not going to require this. because some stuff doesn't necessarily make the sense to have a position. You're just like posting an idea, and we're kind of like forcing somebody to say long or short. It's not, especially when you're, I don't know, we don't want to force it. This one's already not required. Reason is definitely required for now. I mean, we could just aggregate like long and short positions on tickers, which you definitely plan on doing, but for now I'm going to continue to require reason so we can get that higher quality content. And then yeah, that's it. And then validated trader ID, contributor. Okay, so I did get the contributor on here. So if you're a contributor, you're going to get added on the contributor. So let me go look at the API. I'm pretty sure I'd already added all this. Let's see, API. E1 trade ideas. Trader contributor, cool. So a little strange since it's me, but all right. But yeah, you see here a crypto lark, and then here's me as the contributor. So we're gonna get, there's gonna be some work here to match the trader to a contributor. Yeah, there's some back-end work to get this all working right. But we have the data here to actually add it to the front end. So we'll add me as the curator of this idea, and then we should have, yeah, Sam's Banerjee helping curate a lot of these ideas. I wonder who this is. We'll have to look at that. Person doesn't even have a name. Might be you, Alan. Yo, Luke Jacoby in the chat. All right. So yeah, I think, was that you, Alan, that curated this? These ideas around Roblox. I wonder who this is. Let me look up, see who this is. We got some new contributors. That's cool. I didn't even know. So this is Alan. This is that Nova tool I was talking about. So you go to, yeah. Oh no, Roblox. I mean, I have no idea. It's crazy. I mean, I don't really know about that company. Apparently, it's a game that a lot of kids like, a lot of people like. I'm not sure if it's just kids. Let me look at that real quick. See what he said. All right. What was I gonna do? I was gonna look at. I'm not gonna show you this because I want to make sure. I don't want to show you. I think the emails are hidden. No, emails are not hidden. So I'm going to hide that because I don't want you to see emails of random people. All right. So who's our contributor? I don't even know who this is. I'm gonna have to reach out. All right. So Roblox. Returning again is a guest we all know, Frank Carrizo. Today he's discussed multiple things. So there's not going to be information in there. I'll have to watch it later. You guys can't hear it, so I'm not going to listen to it while you can't. Yeah, Nova has an API built into it. It's like the beauty of it. It's like a organized. I just killed it. It's an organized. So basically, what it does is I'll just demo how it works real quick because it's actually really cool. So if I go to I have traders. Let me actually log in as a trader. Actually, doesn't really matter. No, let me do it. I have a special trader account that'll give me our backend specifically for traders. Oh, now I have so many users too. I can't see it. All right, so tester. I think it's my tester user here. Let me look at the roles. All right, well, I'll just change this person's role. All right, so delete that. attach a new role. So let me show you, this is cool. So they have, so this is one. So here's my test user, and it has roles, permissions, their claims, which they don't have one here. So I'm going to attach a role, and I have different roles in here. I have a maybe I just called it a contributor. Thought I called it a trader. All right, now I'm going to update this password. Log in. Probably had it saved in my OnePass. Yes, it though. Okay, so cool. So we have trade ideas. So here's all our trade ideas on the back end. Traders. So here's our Nova tool. Yeah, we actually I don't log the IP of the users, although we'll have it in the network logs. But I have, I mean, yeah, it's, I mean, we have all that API. Yeah. We don't log the IP addresses for that endpoint. All right. So yeah, so here's a list of all our traders. So we have like an admin panel for people helping us manage on the back end. So Sam helps us with this. And then we have all the different trade ideas coming in, so you can kind of like modify it on the back end if we need to. And then let's see here. So we have, I think I definitely did deploy. Let me see. Let me go to my, I thought I added some things to this because I added the contributor. Maybe I didn't publish it. Yes, I didn't publish it. So we added all these additional features. So we have the contributor and then the status as well as the reviewer. So we got all this built out. So let me just go through that. I don't need to go through that. Okay, so if you want to look at the trade idea Nova. See here, it's pretty, I mean, it's like this is how you build that tool. So like when we wanted to add the contributor, you just like type that, and then it adds that contributor row. So I commented out, it's gone. And this is based on the model. So if I go over here to the trade idea, we have a contributor that belongs to a user. So the contributor that's a user for this trade idea is right here, and then it shows up in our tool. So then, well, now it will show up in our tool if you haven't commented it. You can see who the contributor is, and you click on that person, which is me here, and then it has like different information about me. So nice little tool. All right, so let me get this published. Let's see. So what else was I going to add? So we have the status. I think let's see, trade idea controller. I don't think I added the status in here. I'm not even sure how long I want to keep this on. What we'll likely do is we'll probably add a permission for people who are submitting, and then maybe just to start. We'll see. This will probably be potentially a really short-term thing in terms of how we review and approve content. This will see how fast it grows. I just want to have the tech built out so that way, if we start getting a bunch of users and we start getting some bad content, we might even like turn it off. We'll see. Well, it's like this is how it works. You try things, you change things, you see what happens, you collect the data, and that's how it works. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's see. So I think we want to add a status here. So blah blah blah. Status coming in. I'm not even gonna lock it down right now. I'm just gonna keep it approved, and then if we need to review. So what might be the easier thing to do is as they come in, we'll allow people to start curating it. And let me actually just share this right now. I don't think there's any reason now where we're at that we can't just share this extension and get people curating ideas. it's stable enough. We had some issues before it wasn't stable. And I think there might be some issues with stability that might make it a little bit annoying to use. But, you know, I think we're at a point where we can really ship it. And I know that we have in our development queue the right focus on it to be able to get through some of these annoying issues that make it kind of not usable in all scenarios. And I think we're early enough where we can just kind of get some additional users. If we lose some people, you know, it's just kind of the name of the game. But we're going to get some more people contributing ideas. Looks like we already had one person I didn't even know about, so that's exciting. All right, let me see. I have the link in here somewhere. Right here. So let me show out this link in here. I don't know how to update the descriptions. Maybe I can. Well, I think I can update the YouTube description. So I'm going to throw this in the YouTube description as well. It's in the chat. But you can download the Chrome extension there. So let me go to that. I mean, it's nothing too exciting. But this is currently unlisted. It looks like I got 7 users. So I'm not sure who downloaded this or how the link got out. It might be someone at our office here that's that new person I'm not aware of. I'm not sure. But yeah, you can go here, add a Chrome extension I just demoed. Start curating trade ideas. We'll keep an eye on them and then hopefully find a way to work together to curate really good trade ideas. All right, and so let's see. Let's just finish this. So let's just get this deployed. So we're just going to make it automatically approved. Trade idea status. I think there's a way that you can like attributes status automatically approved, but we're just going to do this. We're going to go create trader, create trade. We're going to go status equals approved. And with that, it'll just update the status to approved in the database. And then, you know, at some point, we'll add some logic here to determine if it's auto approved, if we need to. All right, so let me just do this. I think it's all pushed out. I think I just didn't. I think I deployed this, but I didn't like run the migration, so it's like not in the database. And I don't know why the tool wouldn't be. Oh, it's because I have multiple different deployments of this. That's why. Okay, so I got deployed to that tools. All right, so let's see here. So status approved. And then we're gonna go. Let me find my handy dandy terminal. Update Zeesh. Zeesh is great. All right, so a few other things in there that we added. Run the migration and hopefully don't break anything. All right, so that added the approved. We also got this Moon or Bust project, which should be interesting. And then let's see, that should do it. There it is. So yeah, it looks like we have, oh, who is this? So they're doing a lot. I'm gonna have to figure out who that is. Maybe it is Sam. He's got 2 different accounts. Maybe that's it. That could actually make a lot of sense. We'll figure that out. Supreme Uzi, HCMC. Is that your trade idea? LZ, says Scott V. So yeah, I mean, if you guys have trade ideas, just go ahead and submit them here. There's no reason why you can't just come to this portal. You log in. Takes you over here. We got pushing people to our portfolio page. Once you're logged in, you go back. I'm actually gonna change this. I don't want to push into the other page if you're on this page. But you can come in and post your trade idea. Select your asset. Cool. Yeah, so if anyone has any questions on any of this, definitely feel free to hit me up on the chat real quickly, but I'm going to probably end the stream here very shortly. John@benzinga.com if you are interested in talking to me about how to curate trade ideas and more ways to earn. If you have opinions on the product feedback, you can leave a comment in this video, although I'm not usually checking the videos comments very much. Yes, Supreme Uzi, we do have a mobile app. We actually launched it the same day as our Zing token, June 18th. And I think I was thinking about this. I think the move that we'll likely do, because it'll be, I think, a lot easier, besides this trade idea stuff, is we're going to put a lot of ways to earn Zing into this mobile app because it's a lot easier to iterate on. And it's kind of, it's especially because, most of our traffic's mobile. And we have a decent amount of users using our mobile app. And I think it'd be a lot easier to just like build engaging features into a mobile app rather than a website. Although we do plan on building the website, I think we just might lead the ways to earn Zing in the mobile app, just because it'll be easier and quicker to do, and I think it'll be more engaging for people as well. And it's not listed in here for whatever reason. I don't know why, but there is these trade ideas do feed into the mobile app. Let me just see if I can pull that up in my simulator. It'll probably require me to boot it up. Definitely download the mobile app though. There's definitely more that we need to improve on it, but it's a good user experience in terms of how the interface functions. It's not too clunky. I've been developing mobile apps for a long time, so I have a pretty good knack for building a mobile product. It's also a lot easier than building a website, but it's pretty smooth. We still have a lot to improve upon with it. Don't get me wrong, but it's a good starting point. And it's got notification. One of the most exciting features in the mobile app that I like is we have why is it moving? We have a news desk team that keeps up in the markets with, a stock goes up 3% or 5% or whatever percent. We have like a threshold that we have. Yeah, Supreme. I realize that we're mostly there for the sharing ideas in the mobile app. The product, it was like a very bad user experience, and I wanted to ship the mobile app because we had different priorities that we were dealing with. So we decided to just ship with the ideas in the app rather than the way to create. Although that's one of these things that we'll be getting to very shortly. We just have a new person that just got onboarded this week to help us with the mobile app, so we'll have more focus on it. I'm working on so many different things, it's hard for me to really push any one particular thing forward, but we have a lot of developers that I'm working with to help, and so hopefully we can push forward on things like that a lot quicker. And I'm definitely going to get a lot more involved in the mobile app too, trying to push forward with this Zing token, as I just mentioned. All right, let me boot this up so I could demo you guys this app real quick. Expo, amazing tool. I am excited as well, Alan. Yeah, I think this is actually what makes it, I think it'd be cool too to like, I think there's an opportunity here for us to like follow people. We get to a point where there's people curating trade ideas, creating their own trade ideas. Like, there's other similar products like this with StockTwits and Iris. But I think we can build and there's a lot of communities too. That's the interesting thing. There's a lot of trading communities. Like, Meet Kevin has his own private groups. Justin O has a big group. Jeremy of Financial Education has a big group. There's all these different like YouTubers that have big groups. We'll see how we can engage with them. There's ways that we can engage with them. But we'll start with Zinger Nation, building out our own community. We have a lot of different users of our Benzinga Pro product. And we have a decent user base of our mobile app. And that's kind of another reason why I'm pushing into this mobile app. We haven't driven too many people to this trade ideas page yet, but I honestly think it's a really good way for us to get users into our mobile app as well. See you, Michael.
Good stuff. I like the show.
Thanks, Michael. Michael's usually building till like 1 o'clock. I think he's got some, I don't know, who knows what tonight, but building. There's a lot of late night building here at Benzinga, not just myself. All right, so let's see here. So, and I'm actually meeting up with Hotstock Luke's and Bertalion later tonight to do some more late night building. All right, maybe some golden tea as well. All right, so I was demoing this. Let me log in real quick. Log in. Screw you, Apple. All right. This is a bug we are working on. There's like a login bug. When you log in, the indices don't load. That's one of the bugs that we are working on this week. All right. So gainers, losers, why is it moving? Like I said, this is one of the features I'm really excited about. So, and I think there's interesting ways that we can build like user engaged features in here as well, like opinion on this, like, oh, new shares trading higher. Click the comment, earn Zing for people liking your comment or something. I don't know. We'll figure out exactly how we do that. But these are push notifications. So I get these push notifications. I didn't get all of them. So I'll figure out why I didn't get all of these. But you'll get push notifications based on why stocks are moving in your watch list. So you can get like real-time action news on what's going on with items in your watch list. And so that's built into the current app for free at the moment. Analyst ratings, items that you're watching. So you can view all the items that you're watching throughout all your watch lists. News, browse the different news. We're adding a few more tabs here based on some initial user feedback. And then, yeah, your watch lists. Pretty easy browsing experience to your different watch lists. I don't know why these aren't loading data. Like, these are the issues. I mean, this is a recently launched app. I haven't seen these issues yet. I know these stocks. I think these are specific stocks that we might not have access to the ticker pricing, so I have to figure out why those aren't showing. But looks like there's a few issues that I was not aware of that are happening right now. But yeah, so our ideas tab. So you can see here those my ideas came through. And so we'll have these ideas you can browse here. We already have it, so you can click on a user. And then we're going to add a share. We already have it mostly built. I'll add it to, there's a lot of like content based or like YouTube and trade idea content. I think it's kind of like matching, right? Because you click this, like you can see the trade idea. Well, this is actually, I think this is Lark's video, but you can click right to it. And then it'll play right at the timestamp after that ad. And then, yeah, we'll be adding like our own shows in here too, and clips. But I really like the idea of the trade ideas because I think it's a better way to browse. We'll figure it out. We have some mock-ups that we're working through, but there's like a ideas and connect section to like, that's what we're on. And market stat, nothing too exciting here, but you can view analyst ratings, earnings, upcoming earnings, stuff like that. IPOs, apparently, what is it? Krispy Kreme IPO today. It's not on here though. I think it's only showing it, but it should be here. Maybe it was yesterday it IPO'd. I don't know. these are the types of things we're working through. It's a work in progress. Yeah, I mean, we've had pretty good feedback, Alan, from different people. And yep, I mean, I think like, we're an interesting company. We would stream a lot of YouTube content, like 7, 8 hours a day, sometimes 9 hours a day. And I think we're fairly open about a lot of things that we're doing. We're here building, we're builders. We're looking for more builders, looking for people who are interested in contributing, curating user-generated content. That's a big push that we're making. And we're also making a big push into tools. So if you have any feedback on any of our tools, we'd love to hear it so we can improve upon it. We have this like tools, I think it's this calendar page. This is one of the next pages that we are going to iterate on. It's a pretty shitty page that I just threw up to get a list of all of our tools so you can see them. We're going to make a better tool here, but you can browse through all of these different tools. All right. I think that's it. It's been an hour, a little over an hour. There will be some more updates that hopefully I can pull out soon. I'm going to try to get to a position where I can like actually do some more building. It's kind of weird streaming and building. It's like a work in progress. I'm learning how to do. I don't think we necessarily built too much here, but we did a lot of product reviews and figured out some things. But yeah, if you have any questions, hit me up at john@benzinga.com. Definitely claim your Zing if you haven't claimed your Zing yet. Download the app and look out for more updates. I'm actually gonna. I need to send an email. I was supposed to send an email out last week, but I was not feeling good with the Etherscan. So I'm gonna blast out. To everyone who signed up for the Zing token some information, an update. I haven't given an update since I actually launched the thing because I wasn't feeling good. But blast them, show them, we got this, we actually launched, and then we have this Etherscan address that you can see exactly the Zing sitting here. And I also need to get a little more clearer on messaging. I've been getting a lot of different inbounds, a little bit of confusion. I realize this is not, I think it's a little bit of a unique project. I've been trying to replicate a few other projects that I've seen out there just to not to, learn, not to replicate, but I've learned from a few different projects that I've taken some of those learnings and implemented them. But a little bit unique where this is currently centrally held. The Zing is currently centrally held on the Ethereum mainnet. Billion Zing. I'm going to shoot to give that away very quickly, as quick as possible. Once we give away a billion, my personal goal, we'll see how this actually rolls out, is to give away, by the time we hit giving away 1 billion Zing, we are ready to drop it to people's wallets, likely in the mobile app. We're going to figure out how we do it. It's a learning process. I've never done this before. And we're going to explore some other tech out there. I know there's like a lot of different tech out there that I'm beginning to get familiar with in terms of like how these things work. And how we can actually launch this and make it cheap, because I don't want to, if we launch this to Ethereum net, like it doesn't make sense to pay. I mean, let's see what the gas fees are now. Doesn't make sense to just, because I want people to tip Zing. So if you have it in your wallet, like you're going to actually have to send it, which is going to cost fees, which is going to discourage tipping. So I want to figure out a way where there's like no fees. So we're very, very, very low fees. Ethereum gas fees. Yeah, so look at this. It's $1.22 right now. So who the hell's gonna pay $1.22 to tip somebody? I mean, the people definitely would, but it's gonna very much discourage. I guess it's 40 cents to 70 cents. I don't know what this estimated cost transaction. So it varies based on the size. I'm not sure exactly how the network size changes that much. It's based on the bytes that you're throwing over the network. But yeah, I mean, you see, like, you're paying real money to tip. I don't want that. I don't want that to be the case. So we're going to figure out a way to do it for free and also do it decentralized. So maybe something like Polygon. I know there's a bunch of other different networks like Polygon that we could potentially use, or maybe even our own. So we're going to figure that out. But that's the plan when we hit a billion. My personal goal is billions. Once we have billions in given away, we're going to be making that transition to actually have it so you can hold it in your own wallet. And I'll try to get more clear on that. That's a good question, Alan. I don't know. I actually need to do more research on that because I know you can. I don't use BAT too much. I have it in on my other computers, my work computer, some rewards for browsing. But I'm a bit curious how they do this. I wonder if they wrap up all of the transactions. I have to do more research to understand how these guys give out BAT, because there's no way they're paying $1 to give out 10 cents. Transactions off chain. Yeah, that's the thing. So, but yeah. But if you're holding it in your own wallet, then you can't really do them off chain. If that's what you mean, yeah. I'm assuming you mean type off. Oh, you're talking about BAT? Oh, look, I just earned 0.1 BAT, 6 cents. Yeah, I don't know. That's probably what they do. So it probably is just tied to my browser, and it's not, and it's off chain, and that's probably what they do. I would not be surprised. Looks like Luke called me 50 minutes ago. That's probably why he was on here. And Max is helping us with this. Can't reproduce this bug, so we're gonna work through some of the stuff. So we got a lot of work to do. But hopefully this was useful. Definitely looking for more people interested in creating trade ideas, and we're going to continue to work through this product and offer new ways. And I think, I'm going to do, I call it building at Benzinga. I was kind of building, more just giving you guys updates on where we're at, but doing a little bit of communication and building in that fashion. Because I think, I definitely need to talk to users. I'm not just building this for myself or for Benzinga. We're building it for Zinger Nation, and hopefully giving you guys a ton of value by doing it, giving you guys great investment opportunities through curating content that you guys can do your own research, as we are not financial advisors, but making it easy for you to do that research and make your own decisions with your own financial advisors who are not us. And if you want to find some financial advisors, you can go to benzinga.com/money/financial advisors and learn about financial advisors and get financial advice, or do your own research. All right. And which we hope to make it easy for you to do. Anyway, that's it for today. I have to go catch up with Luke, I keep saying Hot Stock Luke, and Bert, who is our OG tech master, who has a large understanding of a lot of things that we do. And we need to plan and continue to move forward on building great tools for you. I'm super excited. I think this mobile app is a change. We've had a mobile app for a while, but it's a change in terms of what we're going to be able to provide our users in quicker time frames. Especially with the way the world is mobile, and now that people are starting to walk around and get out. Yeah, Alan's helping. I'm excited to have Alan come on and really help push this forward. So we're trying to find more people, not just Alan. Alan, I think, is going to be able to really help us move forward. I think there's a lot of other people. I mean, you don't have to say build, but maybe build out a portfolio of research that you can get tipped a bunch of Zing in, and yeah, or if you've done a bunch of research, maybe curate it on here. That's actually an interesting thing too. I think if you're a person who's done a lot of research, I'd be interested in talking to you to find ways to make it easy for you to share and also get maybe, you know, I definitely want to find ways to, like, because this kind of gets buried. So we're going to find ways to, like I said, when you click on Matic, you're going to be able to see all the Matic stuff. Right now it's kind of broken. Or like better example is Spice. So we're going to create trade ideas in here, and then we're going to find ways to feature ideas and things. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, all right. Thanks for tuning in. This has been another episode of Late Night Building at Benzinga. I appreciate your time. Have a great night. I will see you next time.